Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam question number 27, found on page 667 of Teach Yourself Electricity and Electronics, 5th edition. The question asks us, it reads just like this. Fill in the blank to make the following sentence true. In a power supply designed to produce DC output from a 60 Hz AC input, the filter capacitors get recharged blank with a full wave rectifier as they do with a half wave rectifier, and then it gives us a bunch of choices as to how often the filter capacitors get recharged with full wave rectification as compared with half wave. Well, what we see here is an example of half wave rectification. Voltage on the vertical axis, time going to the right on the horizontal axis. The original AC wave looks like that. Half wave rectification in this case just chops the negative voltages off. So we get pulses that occur with every other half cycle. Full wave rectification, however, preserves these pulses but also makes use of the negative pulses by turning them upside down and in effect producing twice as many DC pulses per unit time as half wave rectification does. So in full wave rectification, the filter capacitors get charged twice as often as they do in half wave rectification, and that is choice B, as in bravo. We might note the capacitors tend to hold the peak charge of the cycle. When you get a pulse like this, a capacitor tends to charge at the peak and then discharge kind of in a decrement that goes down gradually. You can get the idea that in half wave rectification, the decrement is going to go down farther than it will in full wave rectification, because you'll get a renewal of the charge sooner in full wave rectification than you would in half wave rectification. So the ripple in full wave rectification is going to be less than the ripple that you get in half wave rectification. The ripple in full wave rectification just goes down about half as far. So you will find that the output of a full wave rectifier is easier to filter given the same load on the power supply than the output of a half wave rectifier will be. That is one of the principal advantages of full wave rectification over half wave rectification. Again, the correct answer to this question is B.